A reenacted national budget is a plague that should be avoided at all costs, as per DepEd Secretary Sunny Angara. And with this year's budget being the most corrupt in government history, Congress is even more under the gun of public scrutiny to ratify the 2026 General Appropriations Bill within the year-end timeline, which the DBM confidently assures. Our Rod Lagusad fills us in with more.
The Department of Budget and Management is confident that the proposed 2026 national budget will be passed on time. This is despite the budget cuts for the flood control projects of the Department of Public Works and Highways.
Tuloy-tuloy yung pagbabasa ng Kongreso nung sa DPWH budget. I think tapos sa plenary na rin siya next week. And then I think the House of Representatives also released already yung committee report nila. Kung saan makikita natin yung kung saan nila nilagay yung reduction ng 255 billion from the DPWH budget.
She said the House is committed to following their timeline for the budget passage, while the Senate is simultaneously conducting its own review.
A lot of the fund went to education. I also saw funding for electrification. And then meron din po nakita ko meron din for social protection under DSWD. There are also projects, hospitals, and medical assistance. And I saw the 60 billion of PhilHealth.
She emphasized the importance of proper implementation of funds by each agency, especially amid issues of corruption in flood control projects. In this regard, she said there is a need for a detailed system or set of guidelines when it comes to fund utilization. Pangandaman explained that on the matter of insertions, the DBM's role is to receive proposals from departments and agencies, which they then review and evaluate. From there, this will be defended before the House and the Senate. Once the national budget is approved, the Secretary stressed that the project implementation is no longer under the department. At the same time, the DBM is pushing for innovations. According to Pangandaman, there is a system called the 3-year Rolling Infrastructure Program, or TRIP, through which they found that some DPWH projects were not included.
Titingnan namin kung paano pwedeng ma-register lahat ng mga TRIP projects na gustong papondohan ng ahensya doon sa TRIP. Pag nasa TRIP kasi, ibig sabihin na pag-aralan ng mabuti, nagkaroon ng oras yung ahensya na pag-aralan yung kanilang mga proposal.
She said this is part of the possible innovations they are exploring. Among the possible reforms they are considering is the implementation of a cash budgeting modernization system, which could include additional provisions such as digitalization or even blockchain technology. Digitalization was also a topic discussed by the Secretary during her presentation at the seminar series on education, innovation, and technology of the Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Regional Center for Educational Innovation and Technology, or CIMIA-INATEC, an international organization composed of ASEAN member countries and other associate members, where the ministers of education of each country serve as the board of governors. Rod Lagusad from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.